Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. It's Thursday, March the 12th, and we got 6 great press releases for you. China dominates today, and all of it are fourth quarter and year-end numbers. Let's start you off first with Global Sources, trades NASDAQ, GSOL. They got their fourth quarter and their annual. I'm just going to give you the annual highlights. Revenue, $207 million, up 14%. Online revenues, a portion of that, was about $95 million, up 24%. I want to mention that because anytime you see online revenue, it means it's a cutting-edge company. Revenue from mainland China was up 24% to $135 million, so doing very well there as well. Net income, $26.4 million. That comes out to 51 cents per diluted share, and the company closed yesterday at $3.57. So you're looking at a company that's trading right now at about 7 times earnings. Might have some good value there. This is a business-to-business media company and a primary facilitator of trade within Greater China. They closed yesterday at $3.57. Next up, Galleon Energy trades on the TSX under GO. They reported 2008 earnings of $79.3 million, and they closed just at $2.30, but I'll get to that. The company's saying these are annual record revenues, earnings, and funds from operations all in 2008. Their gross proved probable reserves grew to 80.4 million barrels of oil equivalent. That's up 35% over 2007. Revenues, $418 million, up 71%. Funds from operations, $241 million, or the equivalent of about $3.40 per share. That's up 84%. And finally, earnings, just under $80 million, $79.3, $1.11 per basic share, and the company closed yesterday at $2.30. That's way off their 52-week high of $21.60, and it's basically at their 52-week low. So either there was a one-time event here that we're not aware about, and you're going to have to go do some research, or you may have a company that's just thrown out the bathwater, and you might have some incredible value here. Go take a look at Galleon Energy. Back to China, Simcere Pharmaceuticals, SCR and the NYSE, unaudited fourth quarter and fiscal 2008 full year results, which probably means they're anxious to get the numbers out and then give you the audited numbers later. Total revenue for the full year, $255 million, up 27%. For the full year, operating income, $52.3 million, that's up 35%. Net income, $51.3 million, up 16.2%. I don't have an earnings per share on that, but these are just huge numbers. Again, this is why we love China. It closed yesterday at $5.52. It's about 2/3 off its high of $15.88 and just off its low of $4.41. Good news there. Next up, Pethealth. Haven't heard from these guys in a while. Trades on the big board TSX under PTZ. They put this out at the close yesterday. Record revenue, $26.3 million. Here's some of the highlights for the year ended December 31st. That revenue number is up 22%. EBITDA, $1.9 million. That includes a $1.4 million non-cash accounting charge. So that probably would have put EBITDA closer to $3.3 million. Operating cash flow, $3.5 million for the year, a 15% increase. Mark Warren, President CEO, said sequential growth has accelerated over the last 6 months, mainly on the back of the Pet Protect acquisition in the UK. We're benefiting in the US from margin expansion. Pretty surprising in this case. And the industry they're in, Pethealth, is the second largest provider of pet insurance to pet owners in North America. You'd think that would be a business that potentially would be on the decline. I know people love their pets, but when they're losing their jobs, pet insurance may be one of those things that goes. Nonetheless, they're able to sustain some pretty good numbers. They closed yesterday at $1, and they've had a pretty tight trading range, 56 cents to $1.80, so they're just below the 52-week median point there. China ACM trades under the stock symbol CADC. This isn't a AGORACOM client, but as always, we don't report on AGORACOM clients unless the news stands on its own 2 feet. And China ACM, great news again. A couple of days ago, they were awarded a $2.2 million high-speed railway contract. Today, they announced they awarded a $2 million contract for the Guizhou-Guangzhou Railway. They're going to provide concrete manufacturing services for a major section of the railway construction project. China ACM's portion is expected to be completed in late 2010. This railway is going to allow trains to travel to upwards of 200 kilometers per hour and a ton of capacity. That's what we like China. Infrastructure growing, and China ACM is part of this growth. Got a quote here from the chairman and CEO. China ACM is establishing a niche in supplying concrete services for the expansion of China's railway system. Gotta like that. Niche product serving a real staple that the country is going to need for the next 10, 15 years as they're growing. In addition to our traditional concrete services in and around Beijing, we have now been involved in numerous high-speed railway projects all over the country and continue to bid for others. Good news out of the company. They closed yesterday at $1.45. And finally, Fushi Copperweld put out their fourth quarter and full year numbers. I'm going to give you the full year highlights. Revenue up 72% to $221 million. Operating income up 21% to $37 million. Cash position at the end of the year, $65 million, 65 and a half. Pardon me. Revenues for the fourth quarter, however, a bit of a trend here I'm seeing. Revenues for the fourth quarter down 16%. Gross profit in the fourth quarter down 39%. And net income for the fourth quarter was down about 50% from $9.3 million last year to $4.6 million this year. For the full year, net income was down 3.5% to $28.5 million. That's the equivalent of $1 per share, and they closed yesterday at $4.45. So they're trading about 4.5 times earnings. But you do have to worry about that fourth quarter trend. You may want to look for the first couple of quarters and see if that actually stops at some point or maybe even turns around. That's a wrap. 6 amazing press releases today. As always, you're looking for more great small cap companies. Don't forget about the AGORACOM front page and the AGORACOM marketplace. A lot of great news there, and the marketplace has got about 70 companies listed by industry and exchange with great, succinct, powerful descriptions so you can quickly and easily find the one that best suits your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Might be a slow news cycle day, so you may not see me here, but nonetheless, tune in on Friday, and have a great day until then.